Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Sunday, November 10th, around 9 p.m. Mountain Time 2024. A 6.8 magnitude earthquake shakes Cuba after hurricanes and blackouts. The good news is that there's no major damage or injuries. More to talk about. Keep calm. It's boom time. Dual storms to impact the Northwest with rain and mountain snow this week. The last several days have been fairly dry in the Northwest, but AccuWeather meteorologists say that a stormier pattern is on the way, and Diamond says that as well. Did you know the city of Las Vegas is recovering after an unexpected record-breaking snowstorm? Well, I didn't either because it doesn't fit the narrative. This is from a local source. The storm that started Monday produced over 30 inches of snow blanketing parts of Las Vegas, leading to hours-long power outages. We don't typically see this powerful of a snowstorm come this early in the season. So roadways were not as equipped to deal with the amount of snow that fell. 30 inches in Vegas. An 18-year-old New York parks worker and high school basketball star dies after fighting wildfire that started in New Jersey. The unfortunate situation unfolded after multiple fires in the region of South Jersey ignited just days ago. An 18-year-old New York State parks worker and high school baseball star died fighting a large wildfire in Orange County over the weekend. Dariel Vasquez was killed while battling the massive 2,000-acre forest fire in the Sterling Forest, not far from the New Jersey border on Saturday. Our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to the family, and these firefighters are all heroes. Here's the full forecast. We have cold fronts for western and eastern U.S. early this week. A cold front will work across the eastern U.S. through Monday, with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms before broad high pressure brings quiet weather by Tuesday. Across the western U.S., a cold front will shift across the region through Tuesday, Lose Day, and an atmospheric river following the front will bring heavy coastal rain and high elevation snow to portions of the Northwest. It also appears as if a blizzard is lining up in just about 10 days for the middle of the U.S. Let's take a look at those snow totals that I'm talking about. North, South Dakota, as well as Nebraska, are going to be picking up some heavy totals. Could be 3 feet or more in this potential blizzard that's setting itself up. Let's walk it through. First, let's take a look at the GFS model and see that cold front that's moving through the east here. Here we are, Monday. And that will be offshore rapidly in just about 9 hours. But the atmospheric river has just arrived in the Pacific Northwest. Here you can see mountain snows will be starting overnight, just about 3 hours, and continue through Tuesday. And another system will come in here Wednesday and do the same thing again and again. Take a look at that. Another atmospheric river here for the 18th. And that's the one that could potentially create a blizzard situation right here, Wednesday, November 20th, still 10 days out, but this baby could bomb out as you see it swirling around this region for over 16 hours potentially. That means it's going to dump a lot of snow. Ho, ho, ho. By the way, it's still not winter. Here is the total snowfall moving forward. Here is your Sunday into Monday morning. You can see by Tuesday morning, there will be snow all the way from the Cascades down the Sierras, as well as Idaho and eastern central Canada. As we move through the middle of the work week here, Tuesday into Wednesday, we're going to see snow move down the high elevations of the central and southern Rockies, as well as maybe some precipitation in the Northeast there. Thursday and Friday brings more snow to the Rockies. As this system moves east, it could dump a significant amount on North Dakota. And then the big setup. The third atmospheric river tilts the scales in the Pacific Northwest, drops down into Colorado here, and bombs out in the plains. And that would be the 20th and the 21st into the 23rd. That is a 2-day storm that is lining up to break all-time records. Shut up, Al. Get in your hole. Al Gore says it doesn't snow anymore. A 6.8 magnitude earthquake shakes Cuba after hurricanes and blackouts. What else could go wrong for these people? The preliminary magnitude 6.8 struck eastern Cuba on Sunday after weeks of hurricanes and blackouts that have left many on the island reeling. The epicenter of the quake was located 25 miles south of Bartolomé Mazo, Cuba, according to a report by the USGS, which is offshore and not actually on the island itself, which is good news. Well, bad news for tsunami, but no tsunami warning was issued, which is good news. More good news is that the rumbling, even though it was felt in southern Florida, people in Miami claim they felt the quake, the shaking on Cuba was minimal. Yeah, most people didn't even feel it, or it was minor at best. If you know how to use the USGS map, you come over here and you just look at the quakes. There's the big quake in question, the 6.8. You just come over to the shake map here and click on the shake map. And you will get that shake map and you will see the intensity of shaking. You can see only on the peninsula here did it even reach yellow, which is strong shaking with very light damage. When it gets up in the orange and red, people really feel it, and it's very scary. But this wasn't that scary at all. I'm sure some people realized it was probably a minor quake at best. The good news is that there's very little reports of damage and no reports of injuries. A quick look at the rest of the seismic outlook shows, well, normal aftershocks occurring in that region and low-level activity worldwide. Worldwide volcano news for the 10th of November. Chevaluche to 20,000 feet. Reventador, 14,000-foot blast. Semeru, 14,000 foot. Who knew? Now you do. Lewotobi still on the list, still puffing. Discrete volcanic ash to 52,000 feet and new puffs to 20,000. Popo to 19,000 today. Fuego to 15. Ibu to 8,000. Lewotobi to 20,000. Ducono to 8. Etna, a major paroxysm and a new eruption began today with volcanic explosive activity observed to 24,000 feet. Chevaluche still puffing. Santa Guito to 14,000 foot. Karimsky, 10,000 foot blast today. Semeru, who knew? Now you do. Another 14,000 foot puff. And boom! Here is Lewotobi volcano in Flores, Indonesia. A new phase of the eruption. Intensive, effusive, and explosive activity continuing with massive lava flows down the flanks of this stratovolcano. Fuego to 16,000 foot. There is the Etna eruption, which is continuing as we speak, ongoing with a major uptick just a few hours ago. Chevaluche to 20,000 feet. Etna to 24,000 is now decreasing. Lewotobi to 20,000 and Popo to 19. Etna puffing and passing to 24,000, like we said. Ibu to 8. Big day on volcanic activity. Ducono to 8,000. Holy macaroni, and on and on. Semeru, who knew? Now you do. A 15,000 foot blast moments ago. Canelon to 10,000 feet. Whew. And that wraps up worldwide volcano news for the day. Hey. Space weather news for November 10th. The sun is getting spicy. Several M flares today, including almost an X flare. An M9.4 about 12 hours ago, followed by an M4.9 moderate duration. All from the same sunspot region, active region 3889. So we got to keep a close eye on this the next 4 days until this is directly Earth-facing. But for the next week, all of the flaring from this region will be geo-effective. And that means the potential for solar storms here on Earth. Bad news, a major coronal hole is about to couple with Earth probably 3 days from now. And it may be these coronal holes that are kicking off that major seismic activity that we just reported on. The size of this coronal hole may be more seismic activity in just about 72 hours. So buckle up. We've got flaring potential, earthquake potential, and we just came off of a G1 geomagnetic storm 3 hours ago. We've now dropped down to KP3, so probably no aurora left, but we're going to keep a close eye on telemetry as everything seems to be quieting off, so no more geomagnetic storming possible. A mysterious interstellar tunnel has been found in our local pocket of space. The solar system's little pocket of the Milky Way is, interestingly enough, exactly that. Our star resides in an unusually hot, low-density compartment in the galaxy's skirt known as the local hot bubble, the LHB. Why is it not called the local hot pocket is anyone's guess, because they're delicious. But because it's an anomaly, well, actually, they're poison. I do digress. But because it's an anomaly, scientists want to know why the region exists. Well, just ask God. What it appears is that we are surrounded by remnants of supernova bubbles, but we're in the local hot bubble. So what does that mean? Our sun is right in the middle? Well, it appears as if our sun has Miyake events or mini novas, and it simply pushes the space atmosphere away from the sun. We know of 5 of such solar outbursts called Miyake events just in the Holocene. So we are in an active region because we have an active variable sun. Have you seen the price of Bitcoin? Well, I have, and I can't even fit it in the screen here. Bitcoin hit an all-time high today, as well as precious metals. Here is a peak here at 81,380. The current price is 81,387. And you know what that means? That means the dollar is about to collapse. We're going to switch over to new money, and I hope you're ready for it. All of you that were interested in cryptocurrencies and followed our lead years ago are now in the positive. And guys, keep your crypto, keep your precious metals. Those are hedges for the future when you have no more paper money, which is useless, and it's just printed. It's only worth the paper that it's printed on. And the holidays are coming up, and if you have a little extra paper, it's nice to use that to buy preparedness gifts for your friends and family. Oppenheimer Ranch Project's Preparedness store has hundreds, if not thousands, of products to supply all the needs for buying gifts that matter for people you love. We've got 74 items in solar generators, 100 items in health supplements, Survive and Thrive Naturally, 57 items in survival seeds. We've got cannabis care, aquaponics supplies, ham radios, worldwide communication, telescopes, organic gardening essentials, permaculture, ham radios, EMP, solar flare preparedness, vape pens, herbal vapes, stop smoking, season extenders, bombs, storm shelters, first aid kits, Faraday cages, grow lights, hydroponics, mushroom grow kits, Scandinavian hatchets, long-term food storage, wind power, on and on. You get it. Grand Solar Minimum Preparedness Library, chicken care, juicers, thermal imagers. We've got it all. If you need to survive and thrive, it will be in the store. So support your preparedness, support your friends, and support the channel. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share the video. We are shadow banned. We need your help to grow. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do. We love you. Be safe. And that is a boom.